afternoon. Welcome to our next session of Leather and Lace Stars. At this point, when we stopped, I had asked you to pair up your two fabrics as per the instructions and to put the paper on top, sew on the dotted lines. So if you have your entire stack ready, I am going to show you how it is cut apart. And this is one thing that I have done. I have gotten a rotary cutter and have put a blade in it that is only for cutting through paper and fabric. So if you want to do that, you can mark your blade or just get a separate cutter to use for this purpose. And the other thing I like that I use is a rotating cutting mat so that you can get to all four edges or the angles very easily. And the reason I am standing here at the ironing board is because my sewing table is too low, gives me a backache. So if you go to your ironing table, you'll have a taller height, obviously, but you also have a little more give so that it's not so hard on your body. The other item that is really nice is a smaller ruler that has your grips. This is the Creative Grids, and it doesn't slide real easy on the paper, so it will stay in place. So what we want to do is put your square on your rotating cutting mat. You want to line up your ruler with your line, and you want the edge of your ruler to be in the middle of that line. Don't be to the right of it, don't be to the left of it. So we will cut through all the papers, and then I just have this little pile started here and turn it a quarter. So this takes a little bit of time to get through all your papers, but the more accurate you are, the better your squares are going to turn out, so that we do not have to trim them. They will be the size that we want to fit in our block. So we just continue going around. I missed an edge. There we go. So I had some tails, didn't have to worry about that. They're cut off when we go. So once you have the four edges done, I cut through the middle. So again, put your ruler on the middle of the line. Okay, if you're careful, it won't shift. Turn the mat, and we will lay it down in the middle again. Now it's not so important. If they come apart, don't worry. See, I got off that line. We should be a little more careful. Now that you're cutting the diagonal lines, make sure you are cutting on this solid line, not the line you sewed on. You cut on the line you sewed on, you're going to have two triangles instead of a half square triangle. I don't think that would be very fun to have to do it all over again. So, all right, one more cut and we will have 8 half square triangles. Okay. Close your ruler. I don't know about you, but I like to keep my sewing area tidy, so I pick up all my scraps, deposit them in the wastebasket. Okay, so now we have half square triangles. Gotta get it open. Fingernail. Like so. We still have paper on them. So, after you get all your triangles cut apart, I have a pile started here. Let one fall to the floor. We need to take the papers off so that we can construct our squares. So this part is monotonous. So find yourself a comfy chair. Find yourself a radio station you like to listen to, or an audiobook you want to listen to. Could possibly even do it in front of the television, but I like to have a hard surface near me when I do this. So this is my system of doing this. I've done a few of them since videoing it, but you can see on the triangles that there are two little points here. Not all of the pieces will have that. Some of them just have the one. But I like to take that little edge off. My trash can is right here. Like I said, I don't like to lay scraps all over. Take the other little corner off. Now I fold back on that line, and be gentle because these are biased edges and we don't want to distort the block. So you fold that and crease it, and then you can gently tear this away. Don't rush through this. Don't try to go and make it all at once because you're going to distort your block. So once you get that done, carefully go to the end. Now this edge, carefully hold the piece you had, will gently come off. Okay, there we have it. So that is your steps to complete today in our session. So we will see you next time. Have fun. Bye.